Now, first things first, what I want to do is go ahead and just make sure everything is in place, which it already is before I left yesterday. But I do need to plug up one other side of the airbag underneath there. Then once I do that, I'm gonna just go ahead and start putting all this stuff together. First things first, we're gonna after we do that, we're gonna go ahead and replace that airbag there. But then we're gonna go ahead and knock this out, man, and clean up this interior. We should be good to go. So you already know what we about to do. Let's get to work. So at this point, I'm gonna just start going ahead, throw ducking system and stuff back in here, just like so. Okay, so we ran into a little issue with the dashboard. So the dashboard didn't line up in a certain place where the touchscreen goes. So the touchscreen at the very bottom, it needs to be a little bit lower so that the touchscreen can sit flat. So I'm gonna have to just modify the dashboard a little bit. So I'm about to show you. And this is the old one here, and it goes right here. As you can see the difference, this is just a little bit pushed back, this little bracket here. So nothing major. Got this tool here. It's like a little drill master rotary tool. So I'm gonna see if I can link it in the description if you need one as well. But what we got to do is just go ahead and lower this part down just a little bit, so that way the screen can fit flush. So let's do it. So if you never use this tool, it's pretty much a small cutting tool that I'm using to cut up a small piece of the dashboard, so that way the radio can fit. All right, safely. Here we go, man. 19 million hours later, I finally got the radio set in place and got it connected. It's secure, it's good to go. So you see, sweating a million bullets, but it is what it is. I finally got it done. So from here on, it should be a breeze. Finger crossed we could just connect everything and put this interior back in order. So let's get to work, man. So what we about to do now is go ahead and knock out the airbag and the steering wheel. So we have the steering wheel right here, which I kind of don't really want to move because of the clock spring, but we got it right there. So it's super easy. Just go on the back end and push out a few springs and it should pop out and replace it with the new one. So about to set the camera up. We're about to do that. Just be very careful. Don't move the steering wheel too crazy because we don't want to damage the clock spring. So try to keep it in a neutral position at all times. So how you take this airbag off is get you a little like Allen key like this, thin and long, and you have to put it in this hole here, right? So once you get it in there, what you're looking for is this right here, like spring right there. You can see it, that one right there. You just got to push it in. So how I did it was put the Allen key through here, took a flashlight, lined it up back here so you can see, and then you'll be able to push it in. But you got to push very hard though to get it out. All right, you guys, so I'm not gonna lie, man, it's looking like this day is turning like into a long day, man. Like the very simple small stuff is just turning into a headache, right? So let me show you. Of course, I finally got the airbag out, but as you can see on the connectors, it's melted, right? So there's only two things we can do because it's plugged into the clock spring right here. Basically what you can do is cut that connector off right there and go ahead and you know, just splice in another one, or you could just replace the clock spring. So I'm really just trying to get this done today. I'm trying to get a lot of work on this car done today because my goal is to have this thing done by the end of the week. So simple small stuff like that is starting to get irritating, but the good news is I do have the new airbag, which is right here, right? So I can line up the connector pieces right there. So I'm gonna just try to go to the store and see if they have some connections, and I'm gonna just splice it in. If not, I'm gonna have to get a new clock spring. So let's go hunting to the store, see if we can get lucky and find a part. If not, we have to buy a new clock spring, bro. This is just like one of the small little things that just get irritating because you're trying to keep things moving, but we gotta do what we gotta do to do it right. I end up ordering a new part and getting back on the grind, putting the steering wheel in place and also making sure it's secure, and it was good to go. Okay, so we got most of the interior in, as you can see right there. I had to vacuum a little bit because it was super dirty down there. The rest of the stuff is in the back, so we good to go. We gonna keep putting this stuff on. I had to stop and do a little vacuum because it was super dirty. Might as well pick up the stuff since I got the seats and stuff out. And I'm gonna end up doing a detail later on anyways. So we're making good progress. We got the dash finally in. We got the steering wheel finally in. Blocking it. Steering wheel, got some trim pieces and all that stuff like that. So now we just got to keep hustling, put the center console back in, and just a little trim around it, and this should be good to go for real. Then we can go on to the next step. So far so good. So far today I just did a quick little detail on the carpet. I went ahead and sprayed it down, hit it with the brush, and of course vacuumed it. And I got the steam machine over there powering up, heating up, so we can get ready to use that. But like I said, right now we about to just go ahead and replace the cabin air filter because I'm pretty sure it never been replaced. And hopefully once I get done deodorizing it, the new filter will pick up any leftover scent, especially since it smells like cigarettes and everything else. So let's go ahead and do that. So once you get down here right behind the glove box, what you do is just go ahead and remove this little tab here. So I believe it's a tab at the bottom and at the bottom on that side. So one right there and one right there. So what I did was just get a little flathead and just pull it down, and it should come straight out. Will be super gentle because it is like plastic, but here it is right here. See, it just comes out. And actually one of the tabs is broken on this one anyway, so it don't matter. But anyways, here's the old one. Ooh, man, good thing we are replacing it. Look how nasty this thing is. Look how nasty this thing is, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Look how nasty this thing is, bro. Good thing we replacing this bad boy. So, out with the old, in with the new. Takes a little finagling to get it in, but it's in there. So once you do that, you just go ahead, take your cover, just pop it back in place. Make sure it's up in those little slots. And boom, there you go. All right, so after doing a quick little detail, here's the carpet. Here's the final results. As you can see, it looks way better than what it did before. Up there, just all the panels that we need to put back onto the car. So right now I'm just waiting on the steam machine to start, and then we're just going to hit these right here, and also just in there a little bit, and go ahead and install the cluster. I'm probably gonna clean that before I put it in as well too. So install that, put the rest of the trim on there, hit the dashboard and everything once I'm done with that, and then we could throw the seats in. All right, so I got the steam machine working now. I really don't know how I feel about it because maybe it just needs to get broken in, but as soon as you pull the trigger, man, water just sprays out like crazy. So I don't know, maybe, you know, it just needs to, you know, I don't know, get broken in, but hopefully it stops spraying all this crazy water, because that was the reason I bought it, because the review said it just comes out dry steam. It's no water like the other brands. So hopefully it works better. If not, I'm going to take it back, but for right now we got to use it to clean up this interior. You see how dirty the radio and stuff is, so I'm about to hit it with the steam and wipe it down. So you already know, man, watch me work. See that? See that? I don't know, bro.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad.
Yeah.
Baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad, chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back, I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me, ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact, give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being
After we accomplish that, we can move on to the mechanics of the car, because of course, you know, we got to do a good tune-up on this thing. The owner of this is going to be driving, I believe, like 12 hours in the car as soon as he get it. So we got to make sure, you know, it's road ready. Well, super road ready, because it's going to be a very long road trip. So let's get to work, baby. All right, you guys, so we're done with the oil change. What else we do? We kind of moving right along, actually. So after we did the interior, we did the oil change, we did the rear brakes. So now we about to do the spark plugs right now. So we got to take the manifold off to get to the rear spark plugs. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it's going as smooth as everything else been going, because we've been making a lot of good progress so far. So let's keep knocking this joint out. So to do the spark plugs, we got to take the coil packs off. So 1, 2, 3. This is a V6. So you got 3 more, which is in the back, bank 2. So we got to take this here off to get to it. So we go do those first, then we go take the manifold off, which is here, to get to the rear 3. Okay, so when it comes to these tabs, how I like to do it is take a flathead, press down here on the red part, so that way you don't break this safety clip. So press down here and push up on this end. Then once you get this up, press down right here on the black end and just pull up on the housing, and then it'll come out right out. That's a quick, simple way to do it instead of struggling and break the safety clip, or you just break this clip here. Then you go have to replace it. Pull up real hard on this and it'll come out. As you can see, here it is. It's actually not bad. Actually looking really good condition. Now we're about to check out the spark plug. Here it is, our very first spark plug pulled out. And it's really not too bad. You can tell it hasn't been changed, but it's really not in bad shape. So compared to the new one, which is right here, this is what it looks like. So we most definitely go change them out. It'll run a lot better, but it's not too bad. After I finish these 3 up here, the camera went dead. But as you can see, I got the manifold off, and it's actually right here. So you just got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and these 2 up here. So that's 8. So basically what you need to do, move the airbox out the way. It's some connectors, 1, some harnesses, you know what I'm saying, 2, and these 2 hose back there. Disconnect those, and voila, it will lift up. And there's 1 pain in the butt screw right here that's connected on the side. You wouldn't see it unless you like really get down underneath there. And it's this little small thing here is it was a headache to get out, but now that we got that done, I can go ahead and do the last 3 back here and put it back on. So let's get to it. All right, you guys, so all this is done. As you can see, it's pretty dark outside now, so you do have to take the throttle body off. You do have to take this little connector piece off here. Don't forget to plug that back up. Right, you do have to take the airbox off, which goes right here. And since I got it off, I'm gonna go ahead and change out this filter right here, which is kind of dirty. So I'm gonna sit that right there. Here's the brand new one. Go ahead and throw that in there just like so. You can actually toss this to the trash. So once you do that, you simply put your airbox back in place. Be very careful because you don't want to damage the connector it's connected to. But just go ahead, sit this back in place. Yep, just like so. Then where's the other piece? The other piece is right here. Go ahead, take that, clamp that down in there, and then slap that in there like that. 2 tabs on the side, 1 right there. Take the connector, connect it, make sure you lock it, make sure you clamp down the other one. Go ahead, line this back up over like that. Make sure you tighten it down here and here. Make sure everything is good, which it is. Wires, everything connected. Yep. All right, cool, we good. So now we just got to tighten this down. Here's all the old spark plugs that, as you can see, they all kind of got like this shiny bronze color to them. So, and they're pretty black at the top. So there you go right there. All of them right there are swapped out, all 6 for the new NGK plugs already in there. Everything is good to go. All right, you guys, so we ended the video here. Make sure you give a thumbs up, like the video, make sure you share with everybody. We made a lot of progress today. We started off with the interior. We finished up finally, man. We got everything looking good how it's supposed to. We also did a tune-up. We also did the rear brakes, and now we can move on to the body work. So we got a lot of stuff done today. It's super dark, it's super late, but the grind don't stop, baby, like tall guys say. So make sure y'all stay tuned for the next video.